Hey everybody, Allison here with Southland Goldens. I am here for our week 7 video of our Shelby and River litter. So this is our final video. It seems like just yesterday we were week 1 and I was promising you guys that it was going to get a lot more entertaining. Well, this is it. This is the final video. These pups will be ready to join you any day now. December 4th is actually when they can start to go home. So this video is a little bit different. I love the week 7 video because I get to talk about where the pups are going, the order in which they were picked first. I'm going to try to, everybody was great. They sent me lots of notes, details. I'm going to try my best to get it all right. I'm also going to share a few little facts after each puppy. So bear with me. Don't fast forward to the end to find your puppy because I do like to share a little bit of information. So we're going to get started. Our first pick female was Miss Yellow, and I've got to get my cheat sheet. So again, like I said, you got to just bear with me. Miss Yellow is now 7 pounds. Wow, my little bitty girl is now 7 pounds. She is headed to Minnesota. They don't have a name picked out yet, but they promise they're going to let me know as soon as they do. They cannot wait for Miss Yellow to join their family. Their granddaughters Emily and Claire are so looking forward to spoiling her in the absolute best way. So first pick female was Miss Yellow. And one little thing I want to talk about, like I said, I'm going to add a little fact after each puppy. Puppy proof your home. So it's time to get down on your hands and knees, crawl around, look for wires, make sure there's no remotes that your puppy can get a hold of. So if you've ever had a kid before, it's just like having a toddler. We need to get down on the ground, crawl around, and see all the things that your little puppy can get into. So this is our first pick female, Miss Yellow, headed to Minnesota. All right, we do have some puppies available on this litter, and this girl is one of our available puppies. So this is Miss Pink. Miss Pink is now 8.6 pounds. We are calling her May. That can be changed, does not have to stay with that name, but currently we are calling her Miss May. She's 8.6. She has a very thick coat, very fluffy coat. She is an extremely laid back girl. She is my girl with an old soul. So if you're looking for that laid back, easygoing girl, Miss Pink would be a good fit. She is currently available. Fun fact I'm going to add after this one is potty training. So when your puppy comes home, no, they are not potty trained. Yes, we are crate training puppies. Is she potty trained? No. Any breeder that tells you this 8-week-old puppy is potty trained is not telling the truth. So what we want to do is we want to use our crate. The crate is the best way to set your puppy up for success. Now, I don't crate my adult dogs. That's completely up to you, but I think that once a puppy gets to where you trust them not to tear up anything and they're also potty trained, then hey, just leave the crate door open and you don't have to always crate them. But for potty training, do not bring your little bitty puppy in and give them free roam of the home. That's going to confuse them. So smaller places. Also, something that people don't think about, when your puppy goes out to go to the bathroom, if every time they go out and they go potty, right after they potty, you immediately bring them back in, your puppy, they're pretty smart. They quickly realize, okay, potty means my fun time outside is over, and they're going to go outside and they're going to play, and they're going to hold it because they don't want to go back in. And then you have a puppy that as soon as you come back in, because you're thinking, okay, they don't have to go, they go to the bathroom inside. Now, if it's 10 degrees outside or it's raining, yeah, after they potty, come on back in. But if the weather's nice and you've got time to spare, after they potty, let them play a little bit. They love being outside. So make sure we don't get in the routine of potty means we go back in, because then you're going to have a puppy that holds it. So this is Miss Pink. She is 8.6 and she is available. Next for our boys. Ready? We're going to go in the order of which they were picked. We have Mr. Brown. So Mr. Brown was our first pick male, and got to use my cheat sheet. Mr. Brown is 7.2 pounds. His new name is Bo, and Bo will be moving to Gulf Breeze, Florida. He'll be coming home to his 3 big human brothers, who are super excited to watch him grow. They're going to have many fun times swimming at the beach and in the pool, as well as going out on the boat. So I'm a little jealous, Bo. I think I would enjoy that life. Yes, that sounds fantastic. So Mr. Brown, first pick male, going to Florida. His name is Bo. Fun fact I'm going to add about this one afterwards is when your puppy comes home, let's don't have a huge welcome home puppy party. That sounds great, grand, and wonderful for you. It's going to scare your puppy to death. So we want to make sure that we keep it calm. If you have young children, the best advice is when your puppy comes home, have them sit on the couch, have them sit still, let the puppy walk around. We just don't want lots of screaming, and that first time in their new home is just a lot going on. So if at all possible, try to keep it calm at first and let your puppy get used to their new home at their pace. So this is Mr. Brown, our first pick male. Next, we have Mr. Blue. Next is Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue is 8.6 pounds. 8.6. So, big boy to hold right here while I get my cheat sheet. Mr. Blue, his new name is Lotus Flowers. He is headed to East Central Florida. He is excited to become, or he's going to be excited to become the little brother to Tulip Flowers and 4 human siblings. So, Lotus, your family, they want you to know they love you so, so much, and they are counting down the days until you join them. He will actually be going home on one of the kids' birthday, Cameron. So December 4th, happy birthday, Cameron. Also, Madison, Colton, and Jacob cannot wait to have you home and definitely spoil you. Yes, they are. Yes, they are in a good way. So this is Mr. Blue. His name is Lotus, and he was 8.6 pounds. So one thing I'm going to go over, fun fact, when your puppy, if you have another dog and your puppy is going to be meeting this other dog when they come home, the best way to do it is, if at all possible, through a fence. What we don't want is super excited adult dog to send your little puppy rolling across the floors the first initial meet and greet. It's going to startle your little puppy. So just the first few minutes, let them meet through a fence, through a baby gate, just to get that excitement out of the way. You'll be able to judge once everybody's calmed down, and then at that point, they can interact with each other. People ask me about, should we do it on a leash? We have them meet on a leash. A dog's natural instinct is to sniff and circle. So if we add a leash to that, we're restricting what they naturally are used to when they meet other animals. So that kind of makes dogs more anxious. So if at all possible, just through a fence is the best way. All right, so that's Mr. Blue. Now we are moving on to our 2 available boys. Oh, you a chunky monkey. So this is Mr. Black. Mr. Black is available. He is 9.2 pounds. We have been calling him Bodie. His name can be changed. It will not hurt his feelings, nor will it hurt ours. So if you are interested in Mr. Black, he is an extremely social boy. He loves people. I've found that when we're out playing on the turf, I turn around and there's going to be a puppy sitting right there next to me with their tail wagging. I know who it is. I know it's going to be Bodie. Yes, it is. So he is available. He is 9.2 pounds, very social, very sweet boy. Thing I'm going to add about him is socializing your puppy, but keeping them safe. So when your puppy comes home, we do not want to take them to a place where there's lots of other pets, like a dog park or anything like that, because they have only had one round of shots. So we want to make sure we keep them safe. The final round of shots is when they're 16 weeks old. That does not mean we want to wait until 16 weeks to start socializing our puppy. So there's things you can do. You can take them out, just don't put their paws on the ground. So for example, after they get their 9-week shots, take your puppy to Lowe's or a place that's pet friendly. Lay a blanket down, put your puppy in the buggy and push him around, and you can ask people, hey, no, don't pet them. Just want to make sure that we've got them out, we're socializing them, but we're keeping them safe. So no dog parks, when you take them to the vet, I do recommend carrying them in there or having them in a crate, just because dogs that go to the vet typically are sometimes sick. So we don't want to walk our puppy through that. We want to carry them in or have them in a crate. So we want to be somewhat protective, but we don't want to be a helicopter dog mom or dad where we don't allow them to do anything. You found my microphone. So this is Mr. Black. He's trying to talk to you through the mic. Yeah. And he is available. Last but definitely not least, is going to be Mr. Green. So Mr. Green is 8.8 pounds. We have been calling him Ollie, and Ollie is available. His name, again, just like the others, it can be changed. He's a very well-balanced temperament. He's not my most laid back, nor is he my most outgoing. He is right there in the middle. He's definitely a toy-driven puppy, so probably the one that's going to enjoy playing fetch and stuff like that. He loves his toys. When you sit down, he's going to bring all his toys over to you. So Mr. Green, Ollie, is currently available. He is 8.8. I have to look at my cheat sheet. They grow so fast. We're weighing them daily and it changes every single time. So one thing I want to add, and a question I get asked a lot, is when do I increase their food? So we're about to go over the paperwork, and you're going to see what I have them eating right now. When to increase. Every dog is different. So when your puppy comes home, if after they eat, you notice that they're looking around for more and they seem to be starving, it's time to add a little bit more for the next feeding. Now, if they get to where they're having loose stools after they eat, then typically that means you're feeding them too much. So you want to kind of reel it back in a little bit. So you'll see when they come home, it's going to be on their schedule how much they eat. Just keep them on that for a couple of days. And then if you feel like, hey, they're looking around, they're still hungry, it's time to increase just a little bit at a time. We want to make sure that we have a healthy puppy. Obese Goldens is not a good thing. It's bad for their hips. So we want to make sure that we keep them at that healthy, ideal weight. You should be able to see a defined waist. Now, as a puppy, when they have their really thick, fluffy coats, pretty much impossible. But as they get older, you want to be able to look down and see a defined waist, not ribs. So those are just a few fun facts and a little bit of information I want to share with everybody. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to answer them. A lot of that stuff is going to be in the schedule that I'm fixing to go over with you in just a second. But again, if you have any questions, let me know. This is our final video. So thank you so much for choosing Southland Goldens. I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving, and we will see you all soon. Have a good one. Now it's time to go over your puppy's going home folder. This is the information that is going to be in the folder for your puppy when they come home. Now there's also going to be a blanket with your puppy in their going home bag. That's going to have the scent of their litter mates and their mom on it. What I recommend is you either lay it on top of the crate, lay it outside the crate, lay it in the playpen. Don't necessarily want to put it in the crate, because if they do happen to have an accident, then you're going to have to wash it, and then that defeats the whole purpose of the scent. So lay it on top or lay it just outside, and that just really helps those first couple days just to have a familiar scent from our home now into your home. So in the paperwork, when you open it up, it's going to look like this. So this right here is your puppy's microchip information. All of our puppies are microchipped through the AKC Reunite program. This is the most important, in my opinion, because collars fall off, tags get lost, microchips don't. So what we want to do is you want to make sure right when you get your puppy, you fill out this information right here and you mail it to the highlighted address. That way, any vet or anybody can scan your puppy and get them back to you. So please, please, please make sure this little piece of paper you do once your puppy gets home. All right, after that over here, we are going to have the AKC papers. So this is saying that your puppy is registered with the AKC. You're going to fill out the information on the front, and then on the back, your information as well. And I have highlighted where you will need to send that to. So this right here will get your puppy registered with the AKC. So fill this out and send it in. After that is going to be the vet records for your puppy. It's going to show all the shots that they have received and also when they are due for their next round. So this is our vet, Southern Animal Hospital, Dr. Barron there. He is fantastic. So if you have any questions, you can contact us, you can contact them, but it's all right here. It's going to have their microchip information, the shots they've received, and when they're due for their next rounds. Next is going to just be a fecal report. Really don't have to do anything with this. This just shows that your puppy was free of parasites prior to leaving Southland Goldens. You can take this to your vet, but again, it's not a must. It's just a report just to show you that you've got a healthy pup headed your way. On the other side is going to be the schedule. So this I've also posted on the blog so that you can go ahead and look it over before your puppy joins you. But it talks about having your puppy on a routine. It talks about the routine that we have our puppies on here, how much food your puppy's eating, potty training, and also raising a well-behaved puppy. So one thing that I like to point out is do not allow your puppy to do something when they are 8 weeks old that you are not okay with them doing when they're 8 years old. So if cute little puppy jumps up on your leg and they hit just below your knee and they're super cute and they're jumping up on you and you pick them up and you cuddle them, what does that teach your puppy? It teaches your puppy that when I jump up on you, you're going to pick me up. You like that. You like when I put my paws on you. Now when your puppy is 2 years old and your puppy jumps up and now they're hitting you right here, probably not going to like that as much, nor are your guests. So one rule we have around here is we do not pet or pick up a puppy until all four are on the floor. So that's something that really helps to have a well-behaved puppy, but there's some information on that in here. Next is going to be your information from the AKC. I have shared this on the blog. It's just a lot of good information about welcoming a puppy into your home. The back sheet is very helpful. It just shows all the dangerous foods and household products. Again, this is back to puppy proofing your home. Make sure that we're down on our hands and knees, crawling around before our puppy gets here to make sure everything's safe. If you have small children, Legos, little toys, batteries, or anything like that, your puppy does not know that that's not their toy. So make sure that we get those picked up. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Again, thank you for choosing Southland Goldens, and I will see you soon.